spooky sounding. Anyway, this is Tia from Using the Mystic. I'm back with another pick a card, pick a deck type reading. Today's question is what is coming towards you financially in April 2021? I'm only doing two decks today. Just gonna see how that's gonna work out for me. There's a deck number one, number two. If you guys need more time, pause the video and I'll be here when you get back. Otherwise, we're gonna get into deck number one. Before I do, I'm gonna say that these are not personal readings. They will not resonate with everyone, and that's just fine. No big deal. It just means the reading is for somebody else today. If you guys need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you may contact me through email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So, what is coming towards you guys? April, financially, April 2021. I'm trying to pause my computer because it's doing stuff. Is coming toward the seekers of deck number one. Financially, I just saw 111. April 2021. It is coming toward the seekers of deck number one. Financially, April 2021. What y'all finances gonna look like? It's coming toward the seeker of deck number one. Financially, in April 2021. Okay, please remember these are not personal readings. They will not resonate with everyone, and that's just fine. No big deal. Just means the reading is for somebody else today. If you guys need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you may contact me through email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. What you guys have is a weird combination of energy. It's very strange. Um, you got the Nine of Cups, the Tower card, and then you have the the Knight of Swords. So, wow. Every single time I have gotten the Tower card, it has always been a very challenging, unpleasant thing. Okay, so I bit into something in my food and it broke my tooth, and I had to get my tooth taken out. So I asked my cards, is my dentist going to have to take my tooth out or can he save it? He chose to uh, take it out. I guess we chose together for him to take it out because it was broken and it needed to go, right? So I did have a crown. The crown came off my tooth, and I had to get my tooth taken out. It was very unpleasant, but it was necessary. I was in a job with a horrible boss that wasn't very. He didn't like give you a whole lot of direction, and it was just not. It was not. It was not the thing. So I saw the Tower card in my readings for that particular job, and I was like, all right, so obviously I need to prepare. So I prepared myself. I lined up another job, and then lo and behold, he was like, "Hey, I am sending you to a different store." I was like, "Okay, I'm not going. I'm gonna quit." And that was kind of a tower moment because I thought that we were friends and this, that, and the fourth, but obviously we weren't, right? So I say this to tell you that job needed to go. It was very toxic. The environment of that job was very toxic. The people um, were unhappy and they were doing toxic things at work, and it was just not good for me mentally. So I, it was necessary for me to leave. Right, I had to get rid of that tooth. It was very unpleasant, but it was necessary. I had to get rid of that job. It was very unpleasant, but it was necessary. Um, Unpleasant, but necessary. It's always what I associate with this card. And it looks like something happening here with you. That's unpleasant, but necessary. But it really seems like something that's happening due to selfishness. And this also speaks of things ending. Endings. This is the last major arcana card. It's the very end. You may also be being scrutinized financially. Um, Somebody out there might be being surprised with an audit because of some fudging that was going on the taxes. I don't want to say that, but what I'm hearing is somebody might steal your stimulus check, and then you have to kind of figure out who did it and how to get it back, and it's going to make you extremely angry. Well, this person's being extremely selfish, and that's where they took it. So, what I'm it's a financial situation. It looks like it's probably a job. Like you might end up leaving a job or being fired from a job. Um, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clarify the tower card here. Like I don't think I've ever gotten the tower card in a pleasant situation. It was always necessary for growth. Clarify the tower card. All right, so you got Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a financial reading. Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot card, and there was the World card again. So it might also be a generational thing that is coming to an end, and I don't necessarily I don't like this here with the car. Like when I get the Tower card in the car, it looks like a car crash. So definitely be careful. Well, the Chariot, I call it the car card, but it's not a car necessarily. But it might be a motorcycle. It could be just a vehicle. Okay. With the Tower card, I don't like this because it is a a shocking event next to a vehicle. So I don't know if you already had like a car crash, and the person that they might have had insurance, but they're trying not to pay you. I kind of feel like regarding that car crash, you do finally get that financial compensation, like the 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 what's it called, the lawsuit, the the where the compensation is, however you're gonna get it, the situation ends finally, and you get to enjoy that wealth. Even though I'm pretty sure you prefer not to have to go through the courts, you probably prefer not to have to, you know, have to deal with that. Like nobody wants to have to go through that. I'm pretty sure that if you had a car crash, you prefer not to have to have had that car crash to get this money. But I don't like this together because if you haven't had a car crash, just make sure you're taking care of your car. Make sure that you're taking care of your car. That you're not going too long without having your oil change. You're not going too long getting the maintenance light checked. You're not going too long, taking care of your car because you might end up having car problems. What I don't like is to have the Chariot card come out clarifying the Tower card and this being here. Like, this looks like carelessness and somebody not paying attention at the wheel. And then it ends up being like a car crash. I don't like that. But let me see if there's anything else here. It looks like something coming in towards you very, very fast. And I know a lot of readers read the Knight of Cups as a getting what you want type thing, but I often see it as drinking too much. I see it as all these cups up here, drinking too much, being selfish. Because look at how he's got closed body language. He's not open to anything. Um, he might have all that he wants, but it's not necessarily all that he needs. And I very rarely have this come out as a wish fulfillment card. I've had it come out a lot as selfishness, drinking, and I do use it as a yes card. So if you ask a question, um, especially if you're asking a question about somebody stealing or somebody doing something to your car, then before if you ask that question before the cards fell, this would be a yes, and it's not necessarily something that you really want to hear because it's probably a family member, and 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 you don't want to have to do that, and it's gonna make you angry. But um, yeah, what I'm kind of getting here is that you need to be paying attention in April to your finances. Um, Make sure you're checking the mail so that you can get your stimulus checks. Make sure that you're taking care of your car. Make sure that you're taking care of everything that you need to take care of. If someone passed away, regarding like if they passed away because they were drinking too much and they ended up either like overdosing or like they something happened where they like I'm hearing like broke their necks or something like that. They passed away because of drinking or drugs or some kind of overindulgence. I kind of feel like you might inherit their car and their money, um, or somebody around you is inheriting their car and their money, and you're just kind of like around that energy. I'm sorry if you had a loss. These are things that I'm hearing, and I'm not like uh, I'm not trying to like scare you or anything. Like these are things that would have already happened. Um, there may also be like a lot of dips and things going on in the stock market. Like it might continue to crash a little bit. Like I'm not predicting, something that already isn't happening because I have actually been looking at stocks and stuff, and the market has been going down for a while. And that might be the overall energy that you're kind of having to be affected by here. But it kind of feels like this this happens or it happened, and it's kind of coming to an end. Um, and it looks like positivity and wealth and things. These things are coming back around again. Like some of you may have also been in a relationship that ended because of selfishness, and somebody saying things too quickly, too fast, and maybe the relationship ended, and now that that's the end, you get the car and you get the money, and you just get to be on your own with yourself. So it could be a breakup where you get this stuff. Um, Things come to an end, and it comes to an end like a slap in the face. But at least you get to have at least you get to have sorry about that. At least you get to have something positive come from it. And that's always how the tower card is in my experience. Something unpleasant happens, and it's like something that you really did not want to happen, but it happened anyway. Um, but you're eventually able to like grow and move forward after it's all over and said and done. Whatever this is, it looks like it's coming towards you fast. So definitely like watch out, take care of yourself, make sure that if something is on shaky foundations that you can fix it or be prepared because I still have yet to find a way to avoid the tower card happening when it comes out. Unless it was something that I kind of already knew, and then I still had to kind of go through unpleasantness to get to the other side. So, with that being said, take care of yourselves. Don't overspend. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do at work. Take care of your car. Don't drink and drive. Try not to get in the car with anybody who's drinking and driving. Um, just try and be safe and take care of yourselves. And I mean, this is just a reading on YouTube. I really hope that this kind of tower card energy does not resonate with you, but oftentimes it does. So please comment below. If you haven't already disliked this because you don't like what I said, then don't forget to like. And if you want to stay connected, subscribe so that we can continue to have these little conversations. All right, guys, I hope to see you in the next video to talk now. Deck number 2. What is coming towards you financially in April 2021? What is coming toward the seekers of deck number 2 financially April 2021? Please remember these are not personal readings. They will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. Just means the reading is for somebody else today. If you guys need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you may contact me through email, and I get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Um, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and especially comment so that we can keep having these little conversations. Alright, guys. We're gonna get into what is coming towards you guys financially. April 2021. I kind of like finances in springtime because it seems like just more money comes in springtime. And we are already in spring here. So what is coming toward the seeker? Object number 2. April 21. I'm gonna have a hard time with this. We're gonna see. I can shuffle this. It's a really big deck. What is coming toward the goodness of deck number 2? April 2021. Dot 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 diddly diddly. There goes the Knight of Wands, which kind of feels like spring just charging in. Four of Cups. And then the Hierophant, which can indicate like a job or business. You might actually have a job offer come in and then you refuse it. Or like your job offer adjacent, but you're not paying attention. Somebody might say something like, hey, my workplace is hiring. What do you think? Do you maybe want to apply? And you're like, I don't know. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups, though. So it kind of feels like good, maybe good advice or um, good news coming, but you're not like paying attention to it. You're not like listening to it. You're kind of like sitting here. This little lady here, she looks like she is sad about something, or she's preoccupied with her thoughts. Like, look at her shirt. It says over it. Like, maybe you're just to the point where you're like, I don't even want to try because I've been trying so hard and so long and so far, and I can't anymore. Some of you may be like waiting for your I'm not sure why I want to say reparations, but like waiting for your stimulus check, and you're just getting to the point where you're tired of waiting for it, and you know it'll eventually come, hopefully. Um, but you're like sitting here like, okay, like I've tried for so long for and so hard. It's like the moment that you stop looking, something comes into your life, and it's kind of like maybe a business loan or a job or something. I'm gonna clarify the Hierophant card, but I'm kind of getting the advice not to be discouraged because that moment where you just give up and stop trying and stop pushing so hard is like whatever it is that you're trying to get your hands on finally comes through. So I want to clarify the Hierophant. If you hear that in the background, my kid is doing something on her computer. I want to clarify the Hierophant last time. Six of Wands, which is speaking of like victories won. The Knight of Wands. And then the Seven of Swords. So whatever this is, kind of look like it sneaks up on you. And it could be like a friend. Yeah, like a friend who's like, hey, why don't you come up for me or work with me? Why don't you take this offer? And it's like it's actually legit because it's coming from the place of the Hierophant, where the Hierophant is kind of like a conventional source. And it really feels like you're just not paying attention. You're not wanting to hear it. You're like, look, I don't care anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I've been trying for so hard. I'm just going to give up. And the advice is like, don't give up because whatever it is coming towards you. It's coming towards you very fast. It's good news. And I understand, like, if you got to the point where you are actually over it and you're like, I just don't want to try anymore. I tried 3 times. It really feels like something that you prayed for is coming towards you financially. And if it was your stimulus check or your, I mean, some people in America actually are getting reparations, which hey, like for a long time. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox about that. I'm just going to say good for them, and then I'm going to move on. Like, it really feels like you guys are crying over spilled milk. Interesting that there are 3 cups over here and there are 3 cups down here. So it kind of feels like you guys are just like, I just do not care anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care anymore. Like, I tried once, twice, 3 times, and I don't even like want to try anymore. So for you guys, the whatever your financial goal is, the advice for you is to don't give up. Make sure that if you are in a group of people, because you've got like 3 people cards here, if you are in a group of people and somebody starts talking about making money, somebody starts talking about how you can make money, listen to them and do whatever you feel like you need to do. Do your own due diligence, but it looks like this creeps up on you and you don't even realize it because you just gave up and you you gave up, but you also left the space for whatever it is to come into your life. Also, do not continue to cry over spilled milk and pay attention um, to what's going on around you because it looks like you're going to be victorious here. You just need to pay attention. Like that's the that's the big thing is pay attention. Do your own due diligence and try and be open because she's closed. She's got closed body language here, so try and be open to what's coming towards you. And I hope that you actually are able to um, open up to it and allow it in. Because it's gonna creep up on you. It's gonna creep up on you. So yeah, it might also be government assistance. I don't know. Like this could be the government. I mean, a stimulus check is kind of government assistance, but yeah, make sure you're paying attention so that you can get what you need out of life, and I hope that you do. Please don't forget. I hope that you guys comment below. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, and comment so that we can keep having these little conversations. I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you need a personal reading, my information is down below. To talk now.